In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. May peace, mercy and blessings of Allah be upon all of you. NTS Field Supporting Staff और सुपरवाइजरी पोजीशन की तैयारी के लिए 26 जनवरी को जो टेस्ट हो रहा है उसकी तैयारी के लिए हज पॉलिसी में आज हम पार्ट 2 पढ़ेंगे। गवर्नमेंट हज स्कीम आई For government Hajj scheme, there shall be the traditional long package of 38 to 42 days, 38 to 42 days, and a short package of 20 to 25, 20 से 25 short package. 2. Under the regular government Hajj scheme, shared accommodation in accordance with Saudi laws and housing permits, tasrih and tasnif, shall be provided along with boarding and lodging services. Third, all the applicants intending to perform Hajj under government Hajj scheme shall be called to submit their applications along with Hajj dues. 4. Selection of Hujjaj shall be made through computerized balloting. Balloting means Rai Shumari. 5. A hardship quota of 1000 seats shall be reserved to accommodate split broken family, mehram for successful ladies, attendants for disabled special persons and any other hardship need. The applicants for hardship quota shall be selected as per the guidelines issued by the ministry. 6. A quota of 300 seats shall be reserved for low paid employees BPS 1 to 9 or equivalent, laborers of public sector corporate organizations, companies registered with EOBI, Workers Welfare Fund. Number 7. Substitution cases shall be entertained in respect of those successful applicants who cannot proceed for Hajj either due to death, serious illness or any other unavoidable reason as per the guidelines issued by the ministry. 10. Procurement committees. The ministry will notify procurement committees both in Pakistan and KSA to ensure competitive and timely purchases in the most befitting manner. 11. Hajj dues. The tentative Hajj package of government Hajj scheme for Hajj 2025 shall be between Rs 10,75,000, 10,75,000, subject to finalization of contracts with the service providers. Part 12 Hajj policy. 12. Private Hajj scheme. The government of Pakistan's policy of engaging private sector covers various areas including management, logistics and welfare services to Hujjaj. The policy aims to supplement the efforts of the government by involving private sector. As a matter of policy, MORA and IH has proactively encouraged the private sector for Hajj management since 2005. As usual, the MORA and IH shall sign a service provider agreement with each HGO Hajj group organizer to ensure the provision of better services to the entire satisfaction of Hujjaj performing Hajj through private sector under strict monitoring regime. 13. Allocation of quota. The allocation of Hajj quota to the private sector shall be made in a transparent manner in accordance with Supreme Court judgments. Number 2. The minimum the minimum quota for each Munazzam NGO shall be as per the Saudi directions. Third, Munazzam NGOs shall be allowed to take part in Hajj operations subject to such terms and conditions as may be prescribed by the ministry. However, any NGO blacklisted by Saudi government shall not be entitled for operation in Hajj 2025. Furthermore, any NGO blacklisted banned mean रोक दिया गया हो by the ministry on account of its adverse performance or due to any other reasons shall also not be entitled for operation until its clearance. 4. A quota of 1225 1225 shall be reserved for Pakistan Armed Forces as per past practice. 14. Monitoring of NGOs. Monitoring and supervision mechanism for Hajj operation in Pakistan and KSA shall be strengthened to check review the performance of NGOs schemes in accordance with the contractual obligations and Saudi instructions. In addition, pro forma based feedback shall be obtained from pilgrims. Number 2. The ministry shall notify monitoring teams for the Hajj operation which shall monitor the NGOs as per the SPA and monitoring mechanism and provide immediate relief to Hujjaj by resolving the resolvable issues on the spot. Third, the monitoring teams shall refer the unresolvable complaints against NGOs to the Complaint Disposal Committee (CDC) in Pakistan. 4. Appeals against the decision of CDC (Complaint Disposal Committee) shall be filed before the appellate authority within 15 days of the decision of CDC. Part 4. 15. Welfare services for Hujjaj. All the welfare staff will be eligible for Hajj provided they pay for required services, space, and subject to their availability being off duty leave. Number 2. Anyone of the welfare staff who does not desire to perform Hajj can seek exemption individually in writing and claim their respective DAS accordingly. Third, a collective arrangement for procurement of space for all welfare staff shall be made by the Ministry OPEP along with the requisite services. 4. To facilitate the Hujjaj as per the Saudi Talimat, welfare staff will be deputed in KSA at 1 against 100 Hujjaj, 1 against 100 Hujjaj. As per the Hujjaj for non-medical staff and 1 doctor and 2 paramedics at 1000 Hujjaj through a competitive process. The ministry shall make necessary arrangement for welfare services which include health services, information, facilitation, safety measures, boarding, lodging and transportation, etc. The staff shall be deputed to KSA for welfare services on service visa provided by KSA. The welfare staff shall be distributed amongst Hajj Medical Mission (HMM), Muawinin and SDS, who shall be government servants of different grades. They shall be bound to provide NOC, nominations of competent authority of his her department, ministry to join Hajj duty. 5. Moreover, in order to facilitate Hujjaj of private Hajj scheme, welfare staff nominated by HOAP shall also be deputed on need basis. Number 6. Standard operating procedures (SOPs) and job description for each category of welfare service activity shall be notified by the Ministry in consultation with Director HMM and Director Muawinin to ensure responsibility and accountability. Number 7. Performance of Hajj of welfare staff shall be linked and subject to the Saudi Talimat and Government of Pakistan policy guidelines. 8. The welfare staff of various categories shall be drawn from armed forces, MORA and IH, other federal ministries, provincial departments and government organizations, etc. 9. The strength of welfare staff in each category shall be determined by the ministry in view of actual requirement and availability of resources. 10. Extension and tenure of welfare staff beyond 45 days stay in KSA shall not be granted to any welfare staff. However, if extension is unavoidable, a solid justification shall be made and subsequently extension will be granted only with the approval of the Secretary, MORA and IH. No DA will be paid to any welfare staff for the period beyond 45 days. 9. 11. The Hajj operation shall be carried out under overall administration of Director General Hajj. However, all the activities shall be supervised by the Minister, Secretary RA and IH along with their monitoring and inspection teams. 16. Information, education and training. The ministry shall launch an appropriate awareness campaign implying all channels of communication to provide information, education, awareness and training to the intending pilgrims. The training material shall be available on the website of the ministry. Training shall also be imparted to the intending Hujjaj in at least 2 training sessions on local basis at district Tahsil level. Special efforts shall be made to further improve the contents modules and the awareness training programs by covering following aspects. Number 1. Manasiki Hajj. 2. Administrative and logistic arrangements. 3. Basic IT app usage training. 4. Medical guidelines. 5. Guidelines regarding personal hygiene, cleanliness and solid waste disposal. 6. Repeater Muawinin shall be associated with training to highlight the administrative side of Hajj operation. Number 7. Saudi laws. 8. Possible difficulties to be faced by Hujjaj. 9. Female specific issues. 10. Frequently asked question facts. 17. Hujjaj Muhafiz scheme. The ministry shall continue the Hujjaj Muhafiz scheme launched in 2011 for risk management under the concept of takaful to compensate the affected Hujjaj nominee of the deceased Hujjaj in Hajj 2025. Each Haji member of welfare staff shall contribute a non-refundable amount of Rs 1000 into the scheme. The said scheme shall compensate Hujjaj welfare staff against the following losses. Number 1. Death during Hajj and KSA इसको मिलेंगे Rs 2 million. Major minor injury. Number 2. As per detail given in the Hajj policy guidelines. Emergency evacuation without performance of Hajj due to illness इसको मिलेंगे Rs 2,50,000. 2,50,000. 18. General. Implementation of this policy and its guidelines shall be joint responsibility of the ministry and all other stakeholders. Number 2. Interpretation of any clause or the terms of the Hajj policy and its guidelines by the ministry shall be considered as final. Third. The ministry shall issue suitable guidelines to elaborate and implement the Hajj policy. 4. This policy mandates the ministry to formulate guidelines, SOPs, instructions with the approval of the minister. Number 5. The ministry may make suitable amendments in the policy or guidelines with the approval of the minister in order to bring the policy, its guidelines in conformity with Saudi government policy, instructions, and to meet the exigency of the Hajj operation 2025. 19. Hajj monitoring system. Monitoring team from Mora and IH shall monitor the overall performance of Hajj operations to improve the quality of services. Number 2. The Mora and IH shall launch an updated electronic monitoring system for Hajj 2025. The system shall have an inbuilt mechanism of transferring the unresolved complaints to the next tier of management for taking appropriate measures. A daily situation report (DSR) shall be generated for the information of senior management. The salient features of the system are as follows: A. Hajj helpline for responding to inquiries, complaints, etc. Number B. Mobile application named Pag Hajj app and mobile SMS service for information dissemination. C. Mobile application for complaint registration. D. Online complaint registration portal. E. Hajj monitoring system along with a dashboard for official supervisions. Number 3. Further, the Hajj Group Organizers Management Information System (GOMIS) shall be updated and strengthened, and more modules shall be added in it on the basis of experience gained in previous Hajj operations. 20. Emergency Management System (EMS). To cope with any kind of emergency, the MORA and IH shall set up an emergency management system. Emergency Response Team (ERT) shall have the following composition: Director General Hajj, Office of Pilgrims Affairs of Pakistan, Head of the ERT, Emergency Response Team. Number 2, Director Welfare Staff, Muawinin are his second in command, member होगा. Number 3, Director Welfare Staff Medical are his second in command, member होगा. Number 4, Director Facilitation and Coordination FNC or his second in command. 5. Representative of Ambassador of Pakistan in KSA, ये भी member है. और नंबर 6, Representative of Hajj Group Organizers Association of Pakistan. 21. The detailed SOPs guidelines of EMS shall be issued by the Ministry OPEP separately in consultation with the Saudi authorities. New initiatives Hajj 2025. Number 1, robust system of financial controls. Number 2, expanded procurement committee. 3rd, Hajj Nazim scheme will be introduced starting from Ghar se Ghar tak. Number 4, mandatory insurance of Hajj dues. Each Munazzam NGO is required to purchase insurance for Hajj dues for each Hajj covering the Hajj period. Addendum. As per cabinet decision during meeting held on 5th November 2024, following provisions have been added. Number 1, the Ministry of Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony shall ensure that the committed quality of facilities and services are provided to Hujjaj under the government Hajj scheme during the Hajj operations in 2025, and that the deficits and lapses reported during Hajj operation in 2024, especially in Mina, are not repeated. Number 2, Mora and IH shall ensure that the rates charged by the private Hajj operators are commensurate with the quality of facilities they offer. Mora and IH would also devise a mechanism to monitor and ensure that the committed facilities are actually provided by private Hajj operators. The monitoring mechanism shall also include provisions to take legal action against defaulters. Number third, uh, first preference in the government's Hajj scheme shall be given to those applicants who have not performed Hajj before. Number 4. Ministry of Interior shall, in coordination with Mura and IH, devise a mechanism to ensure that no person is permitted to go for Hajj or Umrah for the purpose of begging. Begging means sawal karna, gadagari. FIA and the Directorate General of Immigration and Passports shall be mobilized to this end. Ministry of Interior shall also liaise with the relevant Saudi authorities in case of default. Action shall not only be taken against the persons found involved in beggary but also the Hajj and Umrah operators through whom such persons travel to Saudi Arabia. Number 5. Mura and IH shall coordinate with the concerned agencies to ensure that persons going for Hajj on both government and private schemes are imparted comprehensive training for Hajj, including on logistics, Hajj procedures and practices, clothing, and dealing with emergency situations. Number 6. Mora and IH shall update the Hajj app with the help of the Ministry of Information Technology and Telecommunication if required. The possibility of providing tracking SIMs to Hajjaj to locate them in the event they get lost will also be examined. Number 7. Mora and IH shall ensure that any unutilized Hajj quota, especially from the sponsorship scheme, is reallocated timely and transparently so that Pakistan does not lose its annual quota. Number 8. Mora and IH shall put in place an expeditious, transparent and comprehensive complaint redressal mechanism with the support of the Ministry of Information Technology and Telecommunication. 9. Mora and IH shall make an effort to have Lahore Airport included in the Road to Makkah initiative. 10. Mora and IH, in consultation with the Finance Division, shall examine the possibility of creating a Hajj fund to subsidize Hajj expenditures for low income persons. Comparative table है Hajj 2024 versus Hajj 2025. सीरियल नंबर टोटल हज कोटा 2024 में क्या था? हज पॉलिसी 2024 के मुताबिक 1,79,210 था और हज पॉलिसी 2025 में भी 1,79,210 है. डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बिटवीन गवर्नमेंट एंड प्राइवेट स्कीम. हज पॉलिसी 2024 में 89,605 था, 50% प्राइवेट सेक्टर के लिए और 50% गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर. 89,605. गवर्नमेंट हज पैकेज कितना था? 10,75,000 गवर्नमेंट हज स्कीम और प्राइवेट हज स्कीम 10,75,000 या 11,75,000. 2025 में भी वो सेम है. हज ड्यूज फॉर वेलफेयर स्टाफ इन केस ऑफ हज. हज पॉलिसी 2024 में नो हज ड्यूज फॉर वेलफेयर स्टाफ इन केस ऑफ हज नहीं थे. 2024 में नहीं था और 2025 पॉलिसी में ये यस है. या हज ड्यूज फॉर वेलफेयर स्टाफ इन केस ऑफ हज यस 2025 में. स्पॉन्सरशिप स्कीम 2024 में किया था 25,000 था पर गवर्नमेंट स्कीम के लिए और 27,000 प्राइवेट स्कीम के लिए था. लेकिन हज पॉलिसी 2025 में बेस्ड ऑन लास्ट 2 ईयर्स एवरेज 5,000 गवर्नमेंट स्कीम के लिए है और 30,000 प्राइवेट स्कीम के लिए. 5,000 2025 में यानी कम हुआ है 25,000 से 5,000. पाकिस्तान हैड टू सरेंडर 19,500 कोडा ड्यू टू लैकलस्टर रिस्पांस. लैकलस्टर रिस्पांस की वजह से 19,500 हमने सरेंडर किया. पाकिस्तान में परमानेंटली लूज इट्स कोडा इफ सरेंडर दिस टाइम. और पाकिस्तान हो सकता है कि मुस्तकिल तौर पर अपने कोडा को वो ख़त्म लॉस करे, ज़ाया करे. नंबर 6 है मिनिमम एज लिमिट 2024 पॉलिसी में नील, यानी कोई भी एज कोई भी उम्र वाले लड़के जा सकते थे. लेकिन 2025 में 12 ईयर्स मिनिमम एज है. कम से कम उम्र होना चाहिए 12 ईयर्स, यानी जिन बच्चों की उम्र 12 साल से कम हो उनको आप हज नहीं ले जा सकते 2025 पॉलिसी के मुताबिक. कंपेंसेशन इन केस ऑफ डेथ 2024 پالیسی میں 1 ملین تھا اور 2025 میں 2 ملین. حج ناظم 2024 میں نیلتا نہیں تھا اور 2025 میں حج ناظم اسکیم ول بی انٹروڈیوس اسٹارٹنگ فرام گھر سے گھر تک. حج ناظم فار نیسیسری گائیڈنس اینڈ اسسٹنس ول ٹریول اینڈ اسٹے ود ہز حجاج. حج ناظم یہ 2025 میں انٹروڈیوس کیا گیا. ہارڈ شپ کوٹا 2024 میں 500 تھا اور 2025 میں 1000. مکتب 2024 میں CND تھا اور 2025 میں D. منیمم منظم HGO کوٹا 2024 میں 500 حجاج منظم تھا اور اب 2025 میں 2000 حجاج منظم ہیں. مینڈیٹری انشورنس آف حج ڈیوز فار پرائیویٹ سیکٹر یہ 2024 میں نہیں تھا لیکن اب 2025 میں یہ شامل کر دیا گیا ہے. تو یہ تھی حج پالیسی 2025 جو ہم نے پڑھا. اللہ بلیس یو آل. اللہ حافظ. السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ.